Jai Hind children, today we are going to study our chapter 4, that is quadratic equation. So before doing quadratic equation, we have to know what are polynomials. You might have studied in class 9th also that what is polynomial. We will again revise it. So to understand polynomials, we have to understand some basic terms such as what are constants. So what are constants? Constants can be defined as a symbol which have some fixed value, such as it may be any number, which may be any real number, such as 2, 3, 4, 5, -2, 6, 3/7, etc. These are called constants because their value remains fixed, it does not change. Next is variables. What are variables? Variables are the symbols which are having as the name suggests, whose value can be changed in the equation or anywhere. Okay, it is generally denoted by a small letter of alphabets, that is X, Y, A, B, C, etc. So constants are having a fixed value. It may be any number, it may be any real number, maybe decimal number, fraction, decimal, integer, anything. And variables are the symbols which are generally denoted by a small letter of alphabets and whose value can be changed. We can take any value of these. So for that, for example, we can take x equal to 2, x equal to 5, x equal to 8, any value we can take. Its value does not remain fixed. Next is algebraic expression. So what is algebraic expression? The combination of constant variables having some operator. Operator means operator may be addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. For example, if you are writing x plus 5, then here we have x as a variable, x is a variable, plus sign is a operator, and 5 is a constant, and this x plus 5 is called algebraic expression. This is called algebraic expression. So what is algebraic expression? The combination of variable, constant and having some operator. It is not that we will always take plus sign only. We can take it as x minus 5, 5x or 5 upon x. So these are all called algebraic expression. So children, we have seen what are constant, variable and algebraic expression. Now we will see what is polynomial. So we can define polynomial as any algebraic expression in which variable is having non-negative integral power. What I am saying? Non-negative integral power. What is the meaning of these words? Non-negative integral power means non-negative integer. Integer, we all know that it is a combination of negative number, positive number, 0 and 0. Okay, so what are integers? Negative number, 0 and positive numbers. And what I am here saying that the power should be non-negative integer, means we will remove the negative portion. It means the power should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If any algebraic expression is having variable of a power as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we can call it as a polynomial. For example, suppose we are writing x square plus 2x plus 5. Here the power of the x is 2, here the power of x is 1. So the power is a non-negative integer, so we can say that it is a polynomial. But if we are writing 2 root x plus 5, 2 root x plus 5. So what is the power of x here? This can be written as 2 x raised to power 1 by 2 plus 5. So here the power is in fraction, so it is not a polynomial. Okay, the power should be non-negative integer, or we can say that it is a whole number, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more example we can take. Suppose we are writing x square plus 5 upon x. Okay, so this can be written as x square plus 5 x raised to power minus 1. Here the power of the variable is minus 1, so it is also not a polynomial. Okay, so we have seen what is polynomial. One more thing is there, that is degree of polynomial. That is degree of polynomial. So what is degree of polynomial? The highest power of a variable in any algebraic expression, or we can say that in any polynomial, is called degree of polynomial. For example, if you are writing s power 3 2x square plus 5 then degree of this polynomial will be 3 because the highest power is 3. Here the power is 3, here the power is 2. So degree is 3. Now if you are writing x square plus 5x plus 1. So what is the highest power here? Here it is power 2, here it is power 1. So highest power is 2. So its degree will be 2. And if we are writing x plus 1, so if nothing is there, we will assume that the power is 1. So degree of this polynomial is 1. Okay. So according to degree only, we can classify the polynomial as linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial or cubic polynomial. If degree is 1, if degree is 1, if degree is 1, that is called linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Okay. So this is your linear polynomial. And if degree is 2, that is called quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. So we can say that this one is your quadratic polynomial, which we have to study in this chapter. Okay. Okay children, so we have seen that what is quadratic polynomial means any polynomial having degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. And here we have to study quadratic equation. If we will equate any quadratic polynomial to 0, then it is called quadratic equation. For example, if we have taken x square plus 5x plus 3, then it is called quadratic polynomial. If you are writing equal to 0, then it is called quadratic equation. Okay. If you are equating any quadratic polynomial to 0, then it is called quadratic equation. So we can say that a quadratic equation in variable x is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is called the general form of quadratic equation. Okay. The degree should be 2, the highest power is 2, and whatever is written with x square, that is a, whatever is written with x, that is b, and the constant term is called c. So this is your general form of quadratic equation. Next is your zero polynomial. We can say zero polynomial, roots of polynomial or solution of the polynomial. Solution means if any polynomial is there, suppose you have this as a polynomial. Zero is a polynomial is any value of x for which this whole polynomial becomes 0. For example, if you are writing x equal to minus 5, x equal to minus 5 here, then the value of polynomial will become 0. So any value of the variable for which the polynomial is becoming 0, that is called zero polynomial, roots of polynomial or solution of the polynomial. And whatever will be the degree, that number of zeros will be there. So for quadratic equation there will be 2 zeros. There will be 2 zeros because it is having degree 2. So we can say that it will have 2 zeros, 2 roots or 2 solutions. Okay. There are many methods to solve this quadratic equation. So now we will come to that only. What are the methods to solve quadratic equation? Okay, so now we will discuss what are the methods to solve any quadratic equation. So we have first method, that is called factorization method. Factorization method. Second, we have completing the square method. Completing the square method. And third is quadratic formula. Quadratic formula, which is also known as Sridharacharya rule. Okay. So we have 3 methods to solve any quadratic equation. First one is factorization method, completing the square method, and quadratic formula. So first of all, we will discuss factorization method. We will solve a question with the help of a factorization method. Okay. So let us take an example question, and we will solve that question with the help of factorization method. So suppose we have a polynomial 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. So this is your quadratic equation. Degree is 2, so we can say it is a quadratic equation, 2x square minus 5x plus 3. Now we will solve this quadratic equation with the help of a factorization method. So what we have to do, we have to split this minus 5. We have to split this value of b in such a way that on adding or subtraction we will get minus 5, but on multiplication we will get a into c, means 2 into 3 6. On multiplication we have to receive 2 into 3, that is 6, and on addition or subtraction we have to receive -5. Okay, so what we can take, we require +6. It means both numbers should be negative, so we can take it as -3x minus 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So we have written -5 as -3 and -2. The -3 and -2 will be -5, and -3 multiplying -2 will be 6, which will be equal to A into C. Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to take what we can take common from this. We can take x. 2 is not common, so we can take only x. It will be 2x minus 3. We have taken x, here it will be 2x, here it will be 3. Now again we will take common as nothing is common, so we can take -1. So here also we will have 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so we have these two terms. This is your first term, this is your second term, and we can see 2x minus 3 is common in both the terms. So we can take 2x minus 3 as a common, and here it will be left x, and here it will be 1 equal to 0. Now what we will do, 2x minus 3 will be equal to 0, or x minus 1 will be equal to 0. So from here you will get 2x equal to 3, x equal to 3 by 2, or here you will get x equal to 1. So this x equal to 1 and x equal to 3 by 2 is called zeros of polynomial. We are getting 2 zeros because its degree is 2. Okay, so in next class we will see again some more questions in other method also. So only this much for today.